I'm disappointed. I need a an emotions chart, a feelings wheel, so that I can pinpoint
Map your.
everything that I'm feeling this week with this. Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Big Brother 27, week 4. We will be talking about the entire week. This is Mickey's HOH week. I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. So yeah, this was such a letdown of a week. Like such a letdown in so many ways. I don't want to bash Mickey or anything like that because she's a black woman. I have love for all black women, and I know there's a lot. But I must say, her energy this week is a little insufferable. Like it was not. Yeah. I was not liking it, and it felt a little bossy. It may not be the right. Okay, go ahead.
She had a strong hand. I think she was high-handed. She was just like and a little dismissive. I think that the tone that she was carrying with everyone was dismissive, and she was very high-handed and almost just like critical,
talking down to people.
Yeah, just talking down a little, just off with anybody who questioned her. It was like
very mafia energy.
Yes, she expected like my decision is my decision and you don't need to question me. It's like children are meant to be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Sorry. I'm just so much to say.
I know.
I know. Say it again though, because it was sounding good. I heard it. Say it again. Children are meant to be seen and not heard. That's the energy she was giving.
Yes, that is what she was giving.
Yeah. No. It was what I was saying is that like it's like my thoughts are my thoughts and they're yours too. Yeah. So let's get on the same page. Right, like that's what she was giving me, and it was kind of like, and I didn't like how she treated Ashley. I'm still unclear about this like comment about Jimmy and like the gay ass. It's like
gay ass, but I've never even heard of that. So I was like, what does that mean?
But it sounded intentional, Yes. So I was kind of like, what's happening here? I just it was like Pandora's box of like, didn't know you didn't like Mickey. Like, here you go. Right. I won't say I dislike her, but I don't like her in this week. Like this week was a lot.
It was a before we got on, I was like, what a week, what a mighty poor week. Okay. I'm disappointed. I need a an emotions chart, a feelings wheel, so that I can pinpoint everything that I'm feeling this week with this, because it was like you had so many options. And there is a such thing as a good move at the wrong time. And this just was not the week to get Jimmy out of all weeks. And then I'm sitting here like, why are you making promises for Catherine? Who cares if Riley is going to blow his top? He's going to have a temper tantrum no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what, he's going to have a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
You should have got one of them out. They are a duo.
Yeah. I don't know what this hold that Riley has on not only her, but the house. Like people, Catherine, I'm so surprised. Every time I see the confessionals, Catherine really into this. Okay. If that's what you like. I was very shocked. Very shocked to see some of the confessionals.
He has a lot of aggressive energy. It's uncomfortable watching him on the live feeds, and I definitely understand why the show keeps him at a minimum in terms of his airtime. I think this week he had a little bit more because his HOH was taken, and he had quite a few conversations with Mickey to try and keep Catherine safe, and so they were trying to develop that story. But
and the Showmance is like, it feels like CBS is like, all right, this is the Showmance of the season, because they couldn't get the Zach Lauren thing going. But it's interesting, like knowing what we know about like what Catherine says in the DR and all of the ways that she kind of seems like she's like I don't want to say stonewalling him or stopping him. Maybe this is like how she expresses her feminism. It's just that I like you, but I'm not doing what you like, or I'm not doing what you know, maybe that's her feminist stance. Yeah. Is like, I'm not going to be all flirty back with you. I'm going to be a little straight, a little coy, a little whatever. Maybe that's how she sees herself operating and standing in feminism with him. But it's just, it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah. So I don't understand anyone who says they are a feminist and they can watch a man constantly assert his dominance. It don't make sense. Those two don't go together. Usually when somebody says they're a feminist, those types of things give you the ick. And Riley, he goes around cursing, and when he's angry, he gets loud with women. He doesn't mind talking down to women. And so if you say you are a feminist, it's not really showing in your actions and what you stand for, because who you align with is a representation of what you stand for. And so I'm not seeing it here. If she feels like that's a representation of feminism, like acting like she doesn't like him or whatever, I'm like, we have the definition a little off. We have it off.
Well, that's my words, not hers. So who knows what she thinks? But I'm trying to like piece it all together. I'm trying to make it make sense. Yeah, you know. And so
I understand. But
yeah, but yeah, no, it just, I was really disappointed. Like I'm not even the biggest Jimmy fan. You know, I think that Jimmy at times falls a little flat for me, but it was just like, bruh, this was the wrong move. And like, it's funny that like the show, oh my God, throughout the week, and we'll get into it. We're going to start with the HOH and work our way through the week. But the show edit made it seem like Vince convinced Mickey. And it's like Mickey from the live feeds, Mickey and Morgan were dead set on this very early once Keanu came out, like very early. And it was because of Jimmy's HOH reign before. They're still seething when he was not taking into consideration their things and what they wanted to do, which was Catherine and all these other things, and or Riley. You know, it just wasn't an option for Jimmy at that time. He was like, no. So I think this is of Jimmy's own doing, but not in the way that these ladies think it is, because they're you know, they're trying to make it seem like he's playing both sides and things like that. But I think he was literally just doing, you know, playing the game, but being loyal to them, but just having the conversations that need to be had on the other side to make them think, no, we're good. I'm not coming, you know, you know. So I don't like the show changing the narrative, because it seems like they're souping up Vince to be the strategic person of this season. And, you know, Vince seems like he might, you know, jump into gear and learn from his mistakes and just come steamrolling. But I'm wondering who wins HOH tonight. I'd be very, very...
God, I got to know. I have to know tonight. I know. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm like, I gotta know who it is. If not, I'll be waiting for an update in the morning. But I know.
Terrence.
Right. But I will say, though, even with that being the case, like them deciding early on or whatever, and then like bringing up the whole, like, you were dismissive of me during your HOH, it's like, in the Big Brother house, 2 weeks is a very long time. And that was 2 weeks ago. And the house dynamics have shifted so much since then. Like, I'm like, y'all are literally like playing this day by day game almost. And so to reference that as your strategy, it's like y'all were just fishing for something. Like y'all in the air trying to just grab a cloud, and it's just going right through you, because that made absolutely no sense. I'm like, that is not a reason when all these, you literally heard, you activated your power because you heard that Riley was going to put you up. So why would you think that all of a sudden you are now no longer a target for Riley just because you didn't put him up and you didn't put his girl up? Like, you're still his target, honey. You still took his HOH.
Yeah, it's interesting. Now, when he
put you up in 2 weeks, what you gonna say? Oh, well, I thought we had a. everything has changed since then. Things changed, right?
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense.
No, that's a good point, because it's like in 2 weeks, they may have gotten out of Ashley, gotten out Rachel, and she might be, all right, it's your time, boo. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In best case scenario for Mickey. Because I don't think that side of the house is going to get out Kelly, and they may not even try to get out Keanu. I think especially if Vince is pushing, which he said now it's time for me to pick a side. I don't think he's picking the Rachel and Mickey's side.
He's so definitely not.
The best that Mickey can have this week, the best, is if she gets in with the other side.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, that's if they win HOH. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't even know what the numbers are right now. Like, it's off the chain. If the other side wins HOH, there's no refortifying of her side. I don't think there's no refortifying. It's like it's done for that side, and it's just about whether, like, unless a Keanu and a Kelly say we're gonna switch, but I don't see it in a Kelly. Maybe a Keanu, but I don't see it in a Kelly. But who knows? It would literally require a Kelly or a Keanu to join.
It's definitely not happening in Kelly, because I was surprised. Kelly was talking her big one. She was like, "You want me to not use the veto after you told me I wasn't going up?" Like, she's not going to forget that. Please. I feel like Kelly is as wild as she is. Mm-hmm. I do think she's starting to understand the game just a little bit. Just a little bit. And she's understanding the value of having conversations. I think she's just a little still like the social awkwardness, not necessarily understanding fully the game. Like, it's still inhibiting her. But yeah, let's go ahead and move into the vote really quick, because while we're on Kelly, because I did not understand why you have somebody who has found a way. I don't care if it's blockbuster, a power, getting saved from the veto, whatever. Kelly has found a way to be safe 4 weeks in a row. I understand that at some point, luck, whatever, it runs out. Why would you keep that girl?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Why would you keep her?
Yeah, I mean,
Ava.
Because like, where were I think it's just they don't have the votes. You know, it took 6. You have Rachel, Ashley, Will. You did not have Ava. Like, I don't know why Ava hating everybody all of a sudden out of nowhere. Ava just lost me this everybody. Week. She hating Ashley. She hating Jimmy. So I don't think they could pull Ava in any kind of way. So again, Rachel, Will, Ashley, where are the other 3 votes coming from? Let's say if Morgan, where are the other 3 votes coming from?
It should have came from everybody who wanted Kelly the other person to stay next to Kelly. That's where it should have came from. Everybody who lost a person next to Kelly is where it should have came from. Let's take into consideration what has happened. That's where it should have came from. No matter if you don't like Jimmy's game or whatever. I'm sorry, but his threat level has gone down. It has gone down.
Almost the opposite though. Like, really, it's like his threat level has gone up so much that it's gone down. It's like what Keanu was saying, like, you're such a big target that it's too big, like, to go after, because it's like, I think that's what's starting to happen to Keanu, to be honest. I think that it will taper out, because it's like he's such a big threat, and we're getting so far down the line that, like, there's some other people to get out of here. And if you start counting the numbers, you're not going to have the numbers to be able to get them out if you don't do it now, sooner than later. Right. So what I hope happens is Ashley does not become collateral damage of Mickey's mistake. Yeah. That's the first thing I hope, because I think Mickey would feel okay if Ashley left. I really do. I don't think she has any love right now for Ashley. She's doing whatever she's doing. She's doing her solo game. I also hope that Mickey gets put on the block. She ain't got to go home, but I want her to sweat, and I want her to feel it. I don't think that's necessarily going to happen unless maybe Vince or Zach or, gets in. Like, if Vince is really true to his word, talking about he gonna pick a side now, like, I wouldn't be upset at him if he did that. I actually would be like, okay, Vince, all right.
Let's play. Yeah, and that's another thing.
I would like him to do that to me.
Yes. If you want to be closer to Morgan game-wise, Morgan doesn't have that many places to go. And so if I was Mickey, I would have said, I understand you're going to be upset with me, but I'm putting Vince up. Where else would Morgan go after that?
Yeah,
nobody wants to work with Morgan. Like, no offense to her. I mean, besides Zach.
Yeah. No, that's true.
She's not protected by Lauren on that side. She's not protected by Riley on that side. She's not protected by Kat on that side. She would have nowhere to go. So she would just have to be mad, and we'll have to make up.
Yeah.
Over me putting up Jimmy.
That's real. I agree with that. Because I think ultimately what allows the Morgan, Zach, Vince, Lauren, like, quad-ish, because they're kind of like a quad, but like really with Morgan and Lauren really kind of being the third, and just two different final three options for Zach and Vince, but preferably Lauren is what I think their preference is. But what allows that other side to have a shape is that the four of them are there, and they provide something for Riley and Catherine and Kelly and Keanu to latch on to, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because they see that nucleus of power right there. Mm-hmm. But if Vince was gone, that would be like it'd be very different, and it would break that side up just a little bit more. And not saying they wouldn't be together, but I think that it would break it up a little bit more. But yeah, definitely the wrong decision. And I don't have words. Yeah. I don't have words. I had such high hopes for Mickey, and I was like, boom, we needed Ashley to win this. We needed Rachel to win this. Yes. And my only thing about Rachel, this one thing I want to say, is that I'm not understanding why she is not, she needs to be more persuasive. If you were going to come back in here and you were going to play again, like, you can't just have right reads that only you listen to. You need to have people to be able to listen to you. You need to be persuasive. Yeah. And so I do judge that in her a little bit. I think it's great she has right reads, and she's the only one who has them besides Vinny and maybe Zach. But I do not like that she has like no power, no real like leadership going on that side. So it's like week 2, Amy going home, it's just been downhill for like listening to her since then, you know?
Yeah, and I can't really pinpoint what the reason for that is, you know, like, because it's like, even in the beginning, Morgan was like, it's somebody that we can learn from, you know, we can get a lot of advice from. Jimmy started to kind of switch and understand the benefit of having her in the house, and everybody's kind of like, now it's like, it truly feels like they're doing what they said they were doing, right? And it's just, girl, you're just here until you make it to jury, like, and that's it.
I wonder if some of it's her personality. I also wonder if some of it's like her own internal like inability to persuade, you know? She's not like a Dan Giesling or like a Boston Rob. You know, she's not that sort of person. And it's like her game was competitions, and she's older now. She's not winning them as like at all. I don't think she's won one yet. But, you know, I expect her to win some. But I think she had to know, just like Janelle, when Janelle came back in, I can't remember which season that was, Janelle was a comp beast too, but it's like she wasn't winning them the way she used to, and people just wanted her to be that superwoman forever. And it's like, that's their power. And they have right reads. I think Janelle had the same issue. I can't even remember fully, but it's just like RIP to all the dreams we had for a good Big Brother week. It was just, you know, did not happen for us.
Alrighty, so let's move into the beginning of the week. As we all know, Riley initially won the HOH competition, and he pretty much starts talking. He talks to Zach, Keanu, Catherine, and pretty much reveals that he's thinking about putting up Mickey, Morgan, and Ashley. That gets back to Mickey and Morgan, and Mickey's like, hell no, and she activates that power. Do we want to talk a little bit about Riley's reaction?
I was like, why are they playing this music? Why are they setting this up like this? This is melodramatic. Big Brother and him, both of them. Yes. They playing the music sad, and he's sitting here looking pitiful and sad. Like, bruh, stop it. Please stop it.
When Rachel was bringing up Mickey's stuff on that platter, I wanted her to just rattle it a little bit, you know, like, where do you want this? Because, boy.
Like, I can see it. It is a kind of tough thing, but it's not that tough. But I also think that Big Brother, they could have given him safety. Like, I don't think he should have been able to be.
Yeah, that was nominated. I do agree with that though. Definitely give. Yeah.
Like, give that man safety.
It was a total wipeout. I was like, dog, he did earn the HOH. He did win.
I was like, that was too much. But at the same time, his reaction was just off the chain. It was too much.
Yes.
It was too much. And it was just like, calm down.
Watching
down,
Catherine console him was hard to watch. And now we know she sounds like she in love and thinks he's just such a considerate person or whatever she said in the diary room. And I'm like, girl.
Yeah. And Catherine out there when Rachel was like, you need to sit down. She's like, I'm already sitting.
And he sat.
And when she called out Ashley though. But like, that's why I'll be like, Rachel, she don't know how to come back. Cause I'm like, you physically are sitting, but your energy is all over this room and slapping people in the face. You need to sit that down. Okay. Yeah. Like, she don't know how to come back with stuff. She just be like,
yes.
But I thought that was whack of her to do that.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, you look like you're smiling. It's like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face.
Right. I literally was like, dang, the girl can't smile. She had a frown on her face. Y'all would say she was giving resting bitch face. Like, what is the issue? Ashley is a bubbly person. She always has a smile on her face.
Yeah.
We don't know what's about to happen. She did just go up there and get accused of having that damn power though. So, and she knows she ain't got it.
Yeah. And it's like, you are imputing like intentions or reasons behind her smile or whatever. It like, she might literally just be like, this is wild. Like, we're sitting here and it's wild. Like, something's about to happen. And she's just, you know, like, oh, you think, you know, what this is the worst day of his Big Brother life. Like,
don't nobody say nothing to Ava when she's making her 10,000 faces. Like,
right. We're going to talk about Ava a little later too, because she's interesting. This week has been interesting with her. But yeah, on the HOH, all of that melodrama, like, I was like, bruh, this is too much. One of the things I will say, Mickey was very calm. I was like, this is a part of the week when I was still liking her. Yeah. She was very calm and she was like, I wasn't trying to steal your HOH. She's like, I'm going to talk calm. I'm going to talk calm. Because she did proceed to like whisper yell. But she's like, I wasn't coming for you. I wasn't. But she was trying to bring the energy into a calmer state. And so kudos to her for that. But it just, I think she did too much in feeling bad, I guess, about this or whatever was going on with her about the Riley connection. She went too far. It's like, okay, remove the threat, but then don't become their friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is all of this? And so I definitely think it's going to come back to bite her. I would be very shocked if she won this game. I think that was a game losing mistake for her.
That was a game.
I think it was a game losing mistake. I don't see a path for her to win at all. Now, I do think that more people are focused on like Ashley and Rachel mainly before her, but she was so cocky, you know, very sure that Jimmy would not put her up, right? Yeah. And I feel like that is probably a little bit true. And even more reason why this is a stupid ass move. If you think that after you put this man on the block, he's not coming for you. Yeah. And that's actually the truth. Why the fuck is he on the block? For personal reasons?
Yeah. And my thing also too is in order to protect your game, you also have to protect the people who are aligned with you. Yes. And even if you don't like some of the things that Ashley does, Rachel does, Will, whatever. These people are aligned with you. They will likely vote with you 9 times out of 10. Catherine and Riley, they never voted with. They have yet to vote with you.
Yeah.
They have yet to vote with you. And so why would you put up someone? I truly don't understand Mickey's reasoning with this. Like, she had the nail on the head with the first nominations. Riley, Keanu, Kelly. Perfect nominations. When Keanu came down, Catherine Ash should have been right next to him, or Vince. Like, I feel like those are the only 2 options you had to have a good HOH week. You would have had a perfect HOH week.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's get to the veto, or let's get to like the veto. So Keanu wins, and he takes himself off. You know, everybody.
What did you think when he was like, "What, you have a prompt"?
I was so shocked that Ava just jumped out like that. She was like, "You think because I dress like this, you can say anything to me?" No, you can't talk to me kind of way. I was like,
tell
this girl,
she's used to people not taking her seriously. The way she jumped out with that, I was like, I don't even know if it called for all of this. Y'all are all looking at Keanu like, damn, he just won. Crickets. Like, no one is clapping for him.
I know.
Y'all ain't even giving him fake applause. I was like, Keanu, everybody say, where's my prompt?
Yeah, I also did not think it was that bad. Like, because he didn't say. He said, "I believe you have a prompt for me." Like, that's what he said. Yes. And I'm like, because I believe you do.
Yes, yeah, and it just goes to show you, like, when you don't like somebody, right, or you don't feel like what they're about or who they are aligns with you, you will take their actions to a whole nother level, because that truly was nothing. And when he felt bad and was crying, and then he apologized, and then Ava was like, yeah, I accept this fake apology or whatever. Like, Long Island gonna come out. I wanted to be like, okay, girl, like, it's
that's where she's from, Long Island, New York.
Yeah, Long Island.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Because I was thinking, I was like, Jersey, something. It came out of her, the Bronx, something.
Right. It came out, but wrong place, wrong time. You gotta keep that for something else that's real. That's really, really an attack, because that wasn't it. That wasn't it. That man been at the bottom. He been having to fight for his life every single week. The least y'all could have did was clap. Y'all was looking like, damn, another week?
Yeah. No, it's interesting. I really almost want, like, Will, Ashley, Keanu, Kelly, and maybe, like, dare I say, Catherine and Riley, to just flip over on this other side, like, just like be like, no, the top, you know, almost like a leftover. Like, push the top out. Like, I need Vinny, Morgan, Mickey could go with him, like, at this point, like, you know, like Zach, like Lauren, but I don't think it's gonna happen, because the snakes are gonna be Catherine and Riley. They're not gonna. They're gonna find themselves in, like, the position to be able to play both sides, and they're gonna capitalize on that. So it's like, it couldn't happen, but I would love that. And I'm like, where's Ava gonna be? You know, look, I don't know. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so he wins. He takes himself off, and there's all this, you know, back and forth. Like, on the live feeds, they don't show it as much. The back and forth.
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth. I feel like it was. Yeah, on the show. Yeah.
They didn't show,
but on the live feeds, it was a lot of it. I literally was like almost exhausted with how much back and forth it was. I was like, I couldn't, like, I want to play Big Brother one day, but I'm just like, y'all got to talk this game 24/7.
I know, right. Like, I think it was just this sense of, like, I think Morgan, that's why I say I think Morgan ran this. Like, at least this Renom. Like, I'm not going to say she ran Mickey's HOH. I think you could say that, though, a little bit. But I definitely think she ran this Renom, because it seemed like Mickey was on Vince for a little bit, and then Morgan came back in, and I think Keanu was one of the last conversations she had as well, and it just was like, all right, we're gonna do Jimmy, and then it was just like, boom, it was Jimmy, and that, like, telling him right before, it's just like, whew, you know.
Yeah, and there was a point I think when Morgan pretty much was basically insinuating like you don't want these problems with me if you put Vince up. Like that is kind of like the energy she had at one point with Mickey about the idea of putting up Vince. So I don't know why it's like Ashley, she comes and she questions you about your decision, but Morgan can be in here talking to you like this and you're okay with it. It was too much for me. I'm like, Mickey, it might be time for you to go. The game, it might just be getting to your head a little bit. We're a little overwhelmed. We're acting out of character. We need a timeout. You know, like that's how I'm feeling after this week because nothing is aligning the way that it should be. And there was another point where it was, I think, Will, Mickey, and Ashley. They were talking, and Ashley literally runs down all the house dynamics like to a T. Like to a T. To a point where you like, y'all think she not understanding the game, but like she had all of the dynamics to a T, right? Even to down to, yeah, you two are likely a duo, talking to Morgan and Mickey. And Mickey's just like, And then I think in a following conversation, Mickey was like, actually, like, she's smart, you know, like, she knows what she's talking about. And so I think that moment, I don't know if it shifted something for Mickey, where she's just like, I can't continue to have too many conversations with her. Like, there's something about her that's understanding more than I gave her credit for. And I feel like that also impacted how Mickey was talking to Ashley this week.
Ashley. Yeah, I have no clue. I just know that something is off about it. I just always chalk it up to the fact that Ashley's a little annoying, and so that it's like that piece of it. But there's something there because it's like they were bonding a little bit, and then now it's like she's turned her back on her, and it's just like, what's all of this? But I don't know. So after he goes up, there is, and we didn't talk about like the effort to save Catherine that was going on like with Riley, and that kind of happened in the beginning of the week and kind of continued when the veto came along, but really Catherine was just a no-go from Mickey, and it's because of her conversations with Riley, and he's just like really just telling her everything she would want to hear, that, you know, he's on her side, all that good stuff. And then she was trusting him basically because she was trusting Catherine basically because she felt like she trusted Riley. So I definitely think that trust is misplaced, and maybe they won't come after her initially, or maybe they won't come after her themselves, but they're definitely an energy that is here for her demise.
Yeah.
However it happens, I think they will not shed a tear about it. They will probably do a little happy dance. It's like Lauren and them did in that room. Lauren and Vince and them and Zach, after she nominated Jimmy, it's like they didn't even have to do any of this stuff. That's what you want in an HOH week, you know? And so it's just like she did everybody else's work, because like if nobody liked Jimmy, then who he working with? How's he a threat? If everybody is okay with getting rid of him, what's happening?
Right. And again,
why is he such a priority?
Right. Get rid of Vince, who's protected by literally everyone. You get rid of Vince, your quote unquote number one ally, who quite frankly, I felt like if Zach rolled up and, you know, probably wanted a little romance, that probably would flip too. I feel like Morgan would rock with Zach if Zach said, you know what, all the signs were there, I've been missing it, I'm so sorry, I have all this undying loyalty to you. Morgan gonna eat that up.
Have you seen the chit chat about like possibly Ashley liking?
I have seen that chit chat.
I'm like, that's interesting.
That is interesting.
I'm like, she ain't clocked that one. But I have seen that she's like waking up a little bit to like maybe he's not all the way in your corner. But yeah, I have not seen enough of their interactions. Like really, I just like read about them. I watched updates about them to really get a read of it.
It's so interesting. Like when people say Zach doesn't like Ashley, when I see their conversations, he does not give that to me.
Yeah, I think
He
that's
doesn't.
why she believes that
Yeah.
he likes her. But
Yeah.
it's
There's
more
times
about
when
like what he
Morgan.
says to other people.
Yeah. There's time when Morgan walks in the room, Zach is gonna get up. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Zach tries at times to keep a healthy distance from Morgan, and I don't know if that's because he doesn't want them to seem like they're aligned, if it's because he knows she has a crush on him. I don't know, but like when it's time to talk to Ashley, yeah, I'm gonna go do a one-on-one with Ashley, or yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Ashley, and they'll talk and for a good little bit. So
Interesting.
yeah, and it's always like very friendly and like laugh, a lot of laughter and stuff. So I don't know. I'm not getting the whole he don't like her as like a person or like a friend, Now is it romantic? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I
Yeah,
can
I
see why they
mean,
would say that possibly about Ashley maybe because she does kind of have that like I'm gonna pick on you because I like you energy a little bit. So I don't know.
yeah, I don't know either. I'm over here trying to see Laffy's back.
Oh no, for real.
But
Let
is
me
there
know 'cause
anything
I
else
just
in this
want to pick.
episode? Yeah, I know, right? Anything
Yeah.
else in the episode
No, I
that
feel like the main takeaway was just this was just a bad week. Like it's just not much else to say besides this was just a bad week, and I cannot
they
wait.
ain't back yet.
I can't
They
wait for
not
these
back
live feeds
yet.
to be back up. I know they probably paying the HOH right now, so they down.
Yeah, so that must mean it's
Um,
a long ass one. It's
yes.
not a quick one. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I don't. Do you have anything else on this week 4 of Big Brother?
No, that's it.
It will go down in history
It will.
as
One of the
not.
worst weeks. I know for real. I think she accomplished that. Like this was a really bad game move. Like it's not only because it's like it was a bad move, but you also just completely shifted your reputation. Like she
Yeah,
could have
yeah,
at the
yeah.
very least got America's favorite player.
Yes.
Like I think her and Ava were in competition for that, and that is not happening after this week. There is no way.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's just like it's very interesting. Like this week I have not been as into the feeds, so I've not seen anything firsthand except the gay ass comment. I saw a clip of that.
And if you know what that means, can you please drop it in the comments? Like, because I truly have never heard that.
I mean,
so I just
yeah, I've never heard of it either. I don't even think it's a thing, to be honest. It doesn't seem like it's a thing. It seems like it's just like you know what this sounds like, and you're saying it like this to sound that.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I
it's
think
very
that's
clear
what
she was they were mocking him, both her and Morgan. It's very clear they were mocking Jimmy, which was
and
too much.
Yeah, so and also it's like they take the heat together. They need to.
Yeah, both of them.
But it's interesting. It's like, do people not learn? I get so shocked that like people come on to Big Brother and may disparage like a community or do things that are seen as offensive to particular communities, and it's just like I don't understand. Like, you know what I mean? It's not okay for people to do that. Like I said, I've not personally watched it, but I've seen the reports and seen some of people saying like things were connected to her faith, and she's just saying like he's not. But I gotta see it,
Yeah.
But I think that if enough people from a particular community do feel like offended by it, it's like they were offended by it. There's something there, And I think on the gay ass comment alone, whatever it was, it gives like, what are you doing?
Because she said it over and over again. So
yeah, and it's so it's interesting. I was really rooting for her because I felt like she had like a nice energy, like a Tiffany. What's Tiffany's last name? I don't even know. Pollard, is that her last name from the Cookout? Poland, Tiffany.
Is it? No, not Pollard. You thinking about is it?
Oh, I know. I'm thinking about New York.
You thinking about I Love New York.
Yeah,
I don't know Tiffany from the Cookout
Tiffany.
though, but she was giving that energy though, like the mama of the strategy. Almost.
Yeah, like I'm older, but I'm like young at the same time because she's like what? In her like mid to late 30s, I think. I thought she was like 36, 37, something like that. But yeah, I felt like
the way
She
Mickey
tanked it
was
all this
acting.
week.
Yeah, I think the way Mickey was acting was her realizing she made a mistake. I feel like when people know they've made a wrong decision, right? And then they need to be able to like team up with other people in their wrong decision, i.e., Morgan. It's like they go to the complete opposite end of it, right? Like they're no longer operating in this possible gray space of thinking about like actively outwardly thinking, was this a bad move? Instead, it's like they internalize it and then they almost like self handicap themselves in a way. So it's like they can blame it on all these other factors and not the fact that they just made a bad
It's
move.
really like cognitive dissonance, like what you've talked about before. It's like
Yeah.
they have to like believe a certain way. So it's like they rewrite sort of like the justifications and they have to have reasons.
What? It's back on?
It just no. It just switched to a different view of the cats or the dogs or whatever's on there today. So it's
we itching, y'all. We itching.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I just saw something and I was like, what? But yeah. So
yeah, that's it.
What'd you think about her saying to Ashley, like, I wonder who that second vote was. Bitch, you knew who the second vote was.
You knew it was her. Yeah.
But Ashley was like, Ashley need to fess up to that vote. She need to fess up to that. She does. She need to fess up because she about to just set that bridge on fire right now.
Yeah.
Because Mickey is looking for a reason to light her ass up. She's looking for a reason. And that's what I don't like. That's like Mickey seems like personality wise, like she has a cool kind of like laid back sort of vibe a little bit, but I do not like the way she's operating with Ashley. Yeah. It is like she is really she's and she did the same kind of energy with Kelly, but she's not super close with Kelly. But it's just like this energy, and Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like this energy of I'm gonna make you sweat around me, you know? Yeah. And it's just not cool. It's not nice. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't know if she will right the ship, but right now, like, she was who I was rooting for. Like, she was the top person, and she has fallen for me. I would say Ashley is who I'm rooting for, you know, next, because I like that she has a right read, just not the social capital per se. Then Rachel, then Vince.
After Rachel,
like I had to join the dark side.
No, I do like only. Vince.
That's it.
Yeah, he up there too. Alrighty, y'all. That's it for week 4. We will catch you for week 5 next Thursday. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. We are so grateful to all of you who tune in to our recaps, and we will see you for the next one. Bye.
All right, bye.